Well guys, we have left our little house sit and we had a night in Silves yesterday with friends, and now we have brought ourselves down to Lagos. The views are pretty spectacular.
Wow.
Although Nicola does want to stay in this hotel here rather than the van. You've just had 10 days of house sit, but look at this here. This is rather nice. So we're going to walk along the boardwalk and take in the views. Sadly, Lagos and most of the Algarve is very unfriendly for vans, so I don't think we're going to be able to stay in Lagos tonight, which is unfortunate, but we'll go for a bit of a dander anyway.
We've parked about 4k away, no, 3.5, 4k away at a supermarket, which does have 5 motorhome spaces, but they were just full when we got there.
Well guys, this is absolutely beautiful.
I'm actually really gutted we can't stay here.
I know, it would be fantastic to stay here for a couple of days and explore. There is a campsite, but doesn't get the best overview of reviews. But I mean, just look at this behind us.
Because there's lots of different trips you can do if you want. There's boat trips, kayaking, fast spinny boat thingies.
There you go, more technical terms. We've walked out to the lighthouse. The lighthouse isn't much cop, and the toilets definitely aren't much cop, so yeah.
We saw a girl going, because I went and looked and I was like, back away, and she did really slowly, like it was dangerous.
Yeah, don't make any sudden moves. Well guys, that is us now coming back out of Lagos. Went for lunch.
My fish wasn't fully cooked.
So we're going to wander back to the van now. Say we're not staying in Lagos tonight. We're going to drive down the coast a little bit to Sagres.
We nearly caved when we saw the happy hour cocktail prices.
I know.
But no, we're going to move on.
But we'll definitely come back to Lagos at some point, do a long weekend here, explore the beaches a bit more, do a bit of photography and have an evening or two out. But for now, back to the van, and it's about a 45-minute drive onto our park up for the night. Well guys, welcome down to Point de Sagres. Where we're parked tonight, it seems to be accepted that you can stay overnight here. No services obviously, but then again, no services and a location like this, I'll take that. So unfortunately Nicola's had a little bit of work come in, so she's going to be tied up in the van for an hour. Not literally, not that cruel. Beautiful stretch of coastline here, as was Lagos as well. Lagos. Portuguese like to maybe pick up someone to do some photography either tonight or tomorrow morning. But for now, do a little bit of exploration. Probably not going to be a great photography night, as is quite often the case here in the Algarve. No clouds in the sky, so might just enjoy sunset from up here rather than trying to chase any sort of photography. But now this is beautiful. There's a slight breeze up here as well, keeping the old temperature down. We have just spent the last half an hour killing mozzies. We stupidly left the door open while we were watching something this evening, and we thought that...
Fire alarm.
That's a bit weird. Turns out mozzies are the least of our issues. I think we were actually doing so much wafting about that we've probably wafted about 1,000 mozzies into the fire alarm and it's gone off, so...
We're still on the hunt for one more.
We are, there's still one more. You probably just lit a match. See you in the morning.
The thing is, you can't open the door to let any more because you let the mozzies in.
We're trapped. Trapped, I tell you. Well, good morning again, guys. We somehow survived Mosquito Gate, but my goodness me, on the warmest night we've had so far in the van, we had to sleep with the covers pulled over, and every so often all you could hear was... As I woke up this morning, there was even two having the audacity to have a little bit of humpy-pumpy time as I was getting ready to come out for this absolutely stunning sunrise. 2-minute walk from the van, so none too shabby. Instagrammers up here doing some handstands. Geez, if I did that, I'd just topple over into the great deep. So look, you finally decided to join us.
I've had a horrendous night. killing mozzies. Must have got to bed about 1 o'clock, and then I had a headache, and then I had 4 hours work. So let's just say by lunchtime, I was even more grumpy than normal, if that's possible.
That's saying something. We've taken grump to a whole new level.
But I finally made it out this afternoon. I made a decision to stop working and come out.
Although she did grow quite a lot of the way here on the bike, so...
I did moan a lot, did I?
Yeah. So.
I've got a lot to moan about, to be fair.
Anyway, so we're over at Cabo St Vincent, I think it is, St Vincent Lighthouse. If you Google sort of Portuguese landscape photography, this lighthouse does appear in quite a few images. I'm going to have a wander around here. There's a cafe, there may be...
And there's even market stalls outside.
Oh, she'll be shopping. Wonderful.
Even I didn't expect that.
I wonder, can you get a mozzie swatter?
Just when you thought I couldn't moan anymore, thought I'd go to the loo. 70 cents unless you spend €2.50 in the shop.
So guys, one thing I always forget to do is kind of get a thumbnail, and I thought, you know what, this actually looks like a nice place to get a thumbnail. So I was trying to get Nicola to look enthused, and she got so enthused that she made a very involuntary, I'm just going to say it's a burp right in my ear hole.
It wasn't a burp, it was like a little squeak.
Yeah, so basically that thumbnail, Gesundheit. So that thumbnail that you're seeing, just always remember that Nicola burped in my ear while that was getting taken.
And while that was getting taken, all I could think about is I want to scratch my 3 mozzie bites that were on my ankle to drive me insane.
Yes, so the things we do for thumbnails when I remember to take one.
Just goes to remind you that don't believe what you see in pictures.
Exactly, exactly. Every thumbnail you see on the internet today, at least 50% of them, people are burping in people's ears. Right, let's wander on. Yeah, actually, this place is beautiful.
No, it is actually I am quite enthused to be here. It is really good. But my bites are driving me mad, that is true.
And it actually reminds us of Eshness in Shetland. I'll put a link up there to see that video.
And we even had lovely sunny weather when we were there. So go to Eshness, that's just as good.
Exactly. Well, we've left a little park up in Sagres, but I think we've taken a bit of Sagres with us, as you can see from Nicola's legs. The mozzies had their revenge. But we brought ourselves sort of further north, and we were about halfway to our destination, and Nicola just thought, oh, we'll pull in here and have lunch here. And 2 things. 1, I think she did really well. And 2, she also brought us to one of the only, I think, 3 nudist beaches in Portugal. Yeah.
Shame you won't have time to go today.
There's always time for nakedness. Suitably refreshed with a very nice view as well. Watch this one as we walk down this steep slope, tumbling into me and sending me on my... That's a beautiful little place actually, really, really nice. And it wasn't even on my list, even though I'd secretly bookmarked the nudist beach. But yeah, lovely. Can't pronounce the name of it, I'll put it up down below. But yeah, still convinced she's going to fall down.
Oh, I wish we were staying here.
I know.
It's lovely. You can get a kayak and you can kayak 3K to the village along the river, and it's just beautiful.
And the water is really soothing on our bikes. That's the only reason why we're standing in here. Quite fast becoming a bit of a theme in Portugal. Everywhere where we stop off, we kind of want to stay for more than, you know, we're only here for lunch and we really want to stay for the night. And when you stay for a night, you want to stay for 2 or 3. Well, we're going to stand and bathe our weary legs for a while longer.
Well, I need to have my second lunch first because we only had like a pasty, and that's not enough for anybody for lunch.
It was for me. Well, that is someone's second lunch done and dusted.
Without my sunflower seeds. Because somebody packed up the stuff at the house and now I can't find them.
It had to be me, didn't it? Real shame that you can't stay overnight here, because this would be perfect, but it looks like in all the comments on Park for Night that this is definitely a no-go. I mean, it does say the sign anyway, so we're going to hop back in the van. We've got about another hour's drive to go to our park-up place tonight. And we were both just saying there that it's the kind of day that deserves a little afternoon nap. A Portuguese siesta. Well, good morning, guys. speaking very quietly because it's still quite early in the morning. And no, we haven't taken on a new house sit. We're actually parked up in a fantastic little kind of campsite as we make our way north through Portugal. And we're loving this place so much, we're actually going to stay a second night. Now, I'm going to get on with a little bit of work over a morning coffee. I'll show you around this place later on today when it's a little bit of a more sensible time in the morning, this place. Right, coffee time. She absolutely loves some of the routes that I take us. So we're cycling down to apparently there's a little sort of beachy, vibey village down here somewhere, and rather than going on the main road, safety first, Nigel, I decided to take her on a path that is mostly sand and gravel. I'll be paying for that one later. I don't think she's too impressed that you actually have to cross the incoming tide. If my life wasn't already going to be painful once she catches up with me, I'm going to be paying for this one for quite some time. This may be the last time you see me this jovial. Well, she should be coming around this corner at any point in time. This could all blow up in my face. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there she is. There she is. I think I've just about survived with my life there.
So it was meant to be a 9-minute cycle ride, an hour and a half later.
It was meant to be a 25-minute cycle ride.
An hour and a half.
I made it here in about 25. Anyway, we're in Portugal.
Pretty much railed all the way here.
No, we didn't, because you wouldn't know where to be seen. Unless you rhyme with yourself.
Oh, I was saying a few choice words, trust me.
Let's go and have a lovely romantic walk along the coast.
So all is right again with the world. Tea and cake puts everything right.
What did you go for then?
I think it's orange, I'm not really sure. But thought I'd try something different rather than the pastel donata.
Oh, which are awesome.
Which are awesome. Mm-hmm. That's delicious.
And I think I've just gone for a big custard croissant.
Oh.
It just fell apart.
No, I think it's been cut intentionally.
It does what it says on the tin. Custard croissant. Oh, a bit light on the custard, mind you. I think that needs dipped in something. Custard, probably. So as promised, a little view of the camping area that we're parked up in. Any campsite with a donkey and a pig, which you might be able to hear gruntling in the background, is okay by me. Fantastic hot showers, a little chill out area as you saw this morning. Loads of kind of space surrounded by nature. For one person in one van, €6. And an extra person, €3, so €9 a night for 2 people in a van. Not too shabby at all. I think what really makes it as well is that little chill out area, especially when you're in such a small van, just going and working in there, and it looks like people who've been here come back time and time again and are suggesting to stay. I think one guy on Park for Night came here for one night, stayed for 29, and I can see why. If we weren't on now a little bit of a sort of tighter schedule, we'd probably hang out here for 2 or 3 days because it's just fantastic. And did I mention as well, free Wi-Fi and really, really fast Wi-Fi as well. Good chance for me to get this vlog uploaded from here. And I guess that means... Oh, yeah. Oh, that was sore. I thought that was going to be a softer seat. Right, guys, well, we are just back in from our little cycle. Someone enjoyed the cycle back more, a little bit better, because we were on the road. But the cake and the beer help, absolutely. So we're now back in the little chill out area here in the campsite, and I'm gonna work on getting this vlog finished and uploaded.
I was hoping to sit and read, but it looks like I've got an urgent work crisis.
As always. And then tomorrow we'll probably move on from here, even though we could quite easily stay for a couple more days. But yeah, we'll probably move on, pushing further north, with the next probably big stop being Lisbon. But that will be a story for next time. Right, guys, well, once again, thanks a lot for following along. And the moral of the story is, don't take Nicola on dirt tracks on her bike.
And don't leave your wife behind. It's not a good thing to do.
Didn't leave her behind. Are we going to get a wave?
Oh yeah, bye.
I got more than a wave earlier on. See you later, guys. Bye bye.